Welcome to Reality Creative Video. I'm Hermes. It's Monday. All right, let's talk about things that happened recently. And if you've been watching the community forum, reading the messages, then you've seen what's been going on. Plasma arc. I finally managed to create a plasma arc with high voltage AC and platinum. Wasn't easy. My first attempt used the V-top, and that's why I posted a video on that, and that was very troublesome. So I created a new top, which puts the leads this way, which made it much easier to maintain this plasma arc. And I've actually modified the top even more. This is it here. I've put clamps on top to hold the leads securely so they don't move. It is very hard to control the arc. The spacing here has to be really, really close, but not too close, and the water can't be too low or too high, and it's tedious. And I'm gonna figure out the better way on how this works, and talk about it in some of the future shows. Little things like I had to put the distilled water for platinum anyway in the freezer, cool it down, because it seemed the arc was better able to conduct through cold water than it was through warm water. Once the water reached over 40 degrees C, the plasma arc seemed to be very sporadic and hard to maintain. That's one of the things that I found, but I'll find some other gems with it. The purpose of that experiment was what we got here. It took an hour to cook. This is my second successful batch of plasma arc platinum. And this is a 6 parts per million batch, about 3 milligrams worth of material. And you can see it has a very light brownish color to it. Now the 1.5 milligram material that I cooked in 30 minutes was clear. So platinum definitely has a color to it. And I have no doubt that if I cooked it further, it might get a little bit darker than that. But that is a 6 parts per million solution there, which is a particle concentration equivalent to 24 parts per million silver. As you know, it's getting a little crazy with parts per million and what it looks like on the microscope, and I am trying to come up with a standard for you guys. So when I show you an image, I want to talk about concentration. I'm going to talk about how many milligrams were used in the material, and then I want to talk about the concentration of the colloidal that's on there. And I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet, because everything is referenced to parts per million, in a sense. But that is right now, my best I can do is I'm saying that this is equivalent to a 24 parts per million silver, using silver as a baseline for now as far as concentration goes. So we'll have more on that as I develop that stuff, on how to work that stuff, so that when I show you an image, you'll say, oh yes, that's a X amount of concentration stuff. And that brings me up to other point is concentration and dosage are two different things, as well as parts per million. A teaspoon of 15 or 20 parts per million colloidal silver, maybe all that's enough to alleviate whatever it is you're trying to alleviate, and whereas colloidal gold may require 2 teaspoons or a tablespoon in order to achieve some sort of results or change in the body. So, like I've seen with platinum, and I've talked about a couple of times with platinum, it seems that you don't really need more than 1 milligram worth of platinum in order to create significant change within the body. So, these are all little things that are related and stuff. but stuff we're finding out. Now, the most significant, one of the reasons why I wanted to cook it was to see where the platinum, let's call it the platinum taste, was coming from in low voltage electrolysis platinum. So I can confirm that there's no taste in this 6 parts per million platinum. Tastes like distilled water. And there's no taste in this 3 parts per million platinum water. That's over here in this bottle. So both of them are tasteless, and that's and that is because of no platinum dioxide being created. A byproduct of the low voltage electrolysis thing is some platinum dioxide is created. It happens with the colloidals. This is not, mystical process. With copper, we get a lot of copper dioxide being created. And that gives the colloidal copper a strong taste. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that the dioxide, as it's being created, goes into the water as a taste. So with platinum, I use vanilla flavoring, but you can use whatever flavoring you like. You can experiment with flavorings as far as platinum goes to cover up the taste. Now, at 1 milligrams or 2 milligrams of platinum material using low voltage DC, it's not going to have a very strong taste. So a little bit of vanilla flavoring or citrus or whatever you want to put in there will probably go very well. I wouldn't mix it with your drink. I had tried it with my tea, and it ruined my tea. So I definitely would, with the low voltage DC platinum, I would not definitely mix that with anything. Just put it in your official colloidal shot glass. What do you mean you don't have an official colloidal shot glass? Go out and get an official colloidal shot glass. This is just a regular. Go buy yourself a shot glass and put your colloidals in there and belt them down like the rest of us alchemists do. Teaspoons? No, you don't use teaspoons. You fill it up on the line here and you bolt it down. Hey, the line may not be accurate, but it's way cool doing it that way. All right. Even though I have been successful in creating a plasma arc with high voltage AC platinum, does not mean I'm abandoning you low voltage DC guys. I have, coming up, hopefully I can get it done this week, a platinum start to finish using low voltage DC that's streamlined. That's much easier to do, less chemicals involved, and for the most part gives you clear platinum with a slight taste, as long as you don't go over 3 milligrams of platinum in 500 milliliters of fluid. And it'll be absolutely fine. And so I'm going to have that for you guys this week, so don't worry about that. And I think you'll like that process a lot better than my first process, where you have a whole lot of stuff going in there and you have to do a whole lot of things, pH meters and stuff like that. Like I said, I've been working hard on this, on the whole platinum thing in general, to get things down as simple as possible. So I'm going to have that for you guys this week. We're going to have more stuff on the plasma arc stuff in the future. So I plan to do more videos there for you. Maybe share some things that I'm learning on plasma arcs, do's and don'ts on the thing. Again, plasma arc is great, but it is dangerous. And for those of you who have not had any experience with handling high voltage, I think you're going to stick with low voltage electrolysis, okay? Be very happy with low voltage electrolysis for your colloidal thing. And in fact, low voltage electrolysis is, for the 90% of the colloidals that are out there, is probably the better way to go. In the case of platinum, it's certainly simpler creating platinum with high voltage AC, but the results are very similar with outside of the slight taste with low voltage DC and high voltage AC. So anyway, like I said, for your information only on the plasma arc stuff. I'm Hermes. This is Reality Creative Video, and I will talk to you again soon.